Imagine waking up to a world where Canada's economy is on the brink of collapse, factories shutting down, businesses struggling to stay afloat, and thousands of jobs disappearing overnight. This isn't a dystopian fantasy, it's the potential reality. The United States follows through with its 25% tariff on Canadian imports. What does this mean for Canada's financial future? What are the ripple effects on jobs, trade, and everyday citizens? And most importantly, how will Canada fight back? Stay with us as we break down the worst-case scenario and uncover the strategies that could save Canada from economic turmoil.
1. Understanding the trade war, a timeline of events. To understand the present crisis, we need to look at how we got here. The relationship between the US and Canada has long been built on mutual trade benefits. Every day, nearly $3.6 billion worth of goods cross the border, making the two countries some of the largest trading partners in the world. However, tensions escalated when the US administration cited concerns over illegal immigration, drug trafficking, and trade imbalances as justifications for implementing tariffs on imports. At first, these tariffs targeted steel and aluminum, but they have since expanded to include a broader range of goods, from automotive parts to agricultural products. In response, Canada retaliated with its own countermeasures, but with a looming 25% tariff on all Canadian imports into the US. Economic analysts are sounding the alarm, warning that this move could push Canada's economy into a deep recession. 2. The immediate economic impact. So what happens if these tariffs go into full effect? The answer is grim. According to the Bank of Canada, a 25% tariff on exports could result in billions of dollars in lost revenue for Canadian businesses. Industries that rely heavily on cross-border trade, like the auto industry, energy sector, and agriculture would be hit the hardest. Automotive industry. Canada's car manufacturing industry is deeply integrated with the US. Every car manufactured in Canada contains components that have crossed the border multiple times. If tariffs are imposed, production costs will soar, leading to layoffs and factory closures. Energy sector. Canada supplies nearly 20% of America's crude oil, making energy exports a crucial component of the economy. Tariffs could make Canadian oil significantly more expensive, reducing its competitiveness in the US market and leading to revenue losses in the billions. Agriculture. Canadian farmers, who depend on the US as their largest buyer, could face severe hardship. Tariffs could make Canadian wheat, beef, and dairy products too expensive for American buyers, resulting in massive surpluses, plummeting prices, and financial ruin for thousands of farms. 3. The human cost jobs and everyday life. Beyond industries, the real impact will be felt by ordinary Canadians. Analysts predict that unemployment could rise by at least 1 percentage point, potentially affecting up to 500,000 jobs nationwide. Ontario alone could see half of those job losses due to its dependence on automotive manufacturing. Small businesses at risk. The Canadian economy thrives on small businesses that rely on cross-border trade. If costs rise and demand drops, many could be forced to shut down. Rising costs for consumers. With tariffs making imported goods more expensive, everyday Canadians will feel the pinch at grocery stores, gas stations, and even in housing markets. Housing market fallout. A weakened economy and rising unemployment could trigger a housing market slowdown, leading to declining property values and increasing mortgage defaults. 4. Canada's fight back. Government response. Faced with these daunting challenges, how is Canada responding? Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has vowed to take firm but measured action to counteract the US tariffs. Among the proposed measures are retaliatory tariffs, imposing tariffs on American goods, targeting industries that would cause economic pain for US manufacturers, thereby forcing negotiations. Diversifying trade partnerships. Strengthening economic ties with the European Union, China, and other trade partners to reduce dependence on the US market. Supporting affected industries. Implementing financial aid packages for industries most affected, including auto manufacturers, farmers, and small businesses. Legal challenges. Taking the dispute to the World Trade Organization and other international trade bodies to push for fair trade resolutions. 5. What's next? The future of Canada-US trade relations. The road ahead is uncertain. The best-case scenario. the US and Canada come to a diplomatic resolution, minimizing economic damage and maintaining a strong trade relationship. The worst-case scenario: an escalating trade war that pushes Canada into a full-blown recession. So, what can Canadians do? Support local businesses. Strengthening Canada's internal economy can help offset losses from international trade disruptions. Advocate for policy change, pressuring policymakers to negotiate better trade deals and protect Canadian industries. Stay informed. The situation is evolving, and staying educated on the latest developments will be crucial in navigating these uncertain times. Canada is facing one of its biggest economic challenges in recent history. The choices made in the coming months will shape the future of our economy for years to come. But one thing remains clear: resilience, innovation, and strategic action will be key to weathering this storm. What do you think about the US tariffs and Canada's response? Do you believe we can overcome this crisis? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analysis and updates on this developing story. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.